Lola. We are sitting here, Mello and I,
Jazz hands.
talking about. We're especially silly today. Talking about I know that was loud. I just heard everybody's eardrums in the control room. Sorry. Not really. So we're talking about commitment and the lack thereof. We were talking about it in relationships. I told a story about my friend. Did I say his name? I did say Kofi.
You said Kofi.
That's not his name though. It's not. It's one of his names. It's not the name most people know him by. People in the United States don't know him by Kofi, so y'all don't.
So when this reaches Africa.
But there's so many Kofis in Ghana. It's like
Yeah, it's true.
every boy born on Friday's name is Kofi. It's a whole bunch of y'all. So anyway, matter of fact, everybody seems to be born on Friday. Every Ghanaian I meet, his name is Kofi or Kwame. What's up with that? So, so that's real. What's going on with that, Kwame? What's up with that? Y'all inducing labor on certain days. So
It's a Planned Parenthood.
it's you silly. So anyway, we were trying to figure out what was up with that brother and why he was so committed to somebody who wasn't committed to him. But I've done that. I've been committed to people who weren't committed to me before.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know it though? I mean, because there's no reason why.
Well, not at that level. Not to that degree. I'm gonna say not to that degree. Not at that level. It wasn't like you was telling me, I know you better cook my food and mow my lawn and scrub my toilet with a toothbrush. But I'm cool on you though, and I wasn't like that. But I mean, I think she was nice to him. I think she was nice enough to him in the beginning for him. I think she was really pretty too.
Okay.
I think that's what happened. I think she was a really pretty girl. What he designated as pretty, and because everybody is pretty is relative.
Right.
It's variable.
Yeah.
But
In the eye of the beholder.
In the eye of the beholder. Yeah, so I think he thought she was really pretty, and she sounded like she was chatted together. You know,
Okay.
So maybe he thought that things were gonna be different, and probably he did think that over time she would begin to do more things. But let me tell y'all something. That's right. Get up in here. No, don't get too close. If he or she is not doing it in the beginning, or if they don't want to do it in the beginning, they're not gonna start doing it more when you buy a house with them, when you marry them, or when you have kids with them. As a matter of fact, they're gonna start doing it less because now they got you. Okay. So you can't trick anybody or cajole anybody or seduce anybody into doing anything that they really don't want to do. Put that in your hat.
Or
right?
your pipe.
In your pipe. I don't want them to smoke it because I don't want it to burn. I want it to sit with them.
No.
Isn't this blue shirt pretty?
It is pretty. Matches with my red.
She keeps saying that, but I don't know how the hell blue and red match.
No, I got blue in my shirt. What are you talking about? That's blue. Blue and red.
That doesn't...
What are you, colorblind? That's blue, boo.
Okay. All right. So commitment. So I want to talk about commitment and spirituality. That might sound weird.
No.
But when I say that, I mean, you know what irritates me? If you're going to be a holy roller Christian, then be a holy roller. I started to say balls to the wall, but that don't sound right when you're talking about Christianity.
No.
Be a holy roller Christian. If
All
you're
the
gonna
way.
be a Muslim, be a Muslim. If you're gonna be a whatever, be a whatever. But don't halfway do it. So don't say the Quran says blah 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 and then eat pork rinds. I don't think anybody's gonna do that. But I'm saying, don't say that the Bible says love thy neighbor, but then look down the road when you're in church. I can't stand that bitch over there with that red hat on.
After church, in the parking lot.
Don't do that. That's not being committed to your spirituality. That's not being committed to your religion. That's being half-assed about what you say you really believe. So don't do that. I can't stand when people do that. Like, I am a follower of Unity Church. Mm-hmm. It's Christian-based, but we're big into, manifestation, metaphysics and stuff. Law of attraction and stuff like that. But then there are people who still, not necessarily in my church, there are people who say they believe in that, but then they sit up and worry about the stuff that they don't want to happen. And worry is like a prayer. Worry is a prayer for what you don't want.
Definitely.
Why is this chick laughing next to me?
Definitely.
What are you
I'm
laughing
not
at?
laughing anymore. I'm
You
agreeing.
What were you laughing at?
Because I know who you're talking about.
Oh. Oh. So I don't know who I'm talking about. I was being completely, generic in what I said. So
I know people like that.
Okay, thank you for helping me out with that one. So I mean, so that kind of thing, kind of like, I think that's not cool. I think in order for anybody's faith to work, they have to believe. Like people say, I was telling my business partner, my friend Haywood, the other day, that you watch the Holy Roller Cushions and it look like they be snatching miracles down from the sky when they in it and they standing on faith. And you be like, wow, maybe I need to be a Holy Roller Christian, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not so much that you need to join their faith, is that you need to have the belief level, that you need to be committed to it.
It's that crazy faith.
Yeah, you need to be committed to whatever your faith is at that level. If you're committed to whatever your faith is at that level, then you can pull down miracles left, right, and sideways. Because miracles don't happen without faith.
No, they don't.
It's like the reciprocal thing. Like faith is a tithe, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And the reciprocity that comes from the universe or from God is the miracle. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, you get it? Mm-hmm. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like faith is the tithe. It's what you put in. Mm-hmm. And it's a reciprocal thing that you get back is that substance, that miracle, that awesomeness that we see. And we go, wow, how'd that happen? Because you had faith. Yeah. And you didn't give up, right? And faith is not giving up. Yeah. Right? So, and it's being committed. Mm-hmm. That might be the biggest form of commitment that there is.
I think it is. And people have faith in all kinds of things.
Yeah.
All kinds of things, all kinds of people, and even when they don't think that they're having faith, because like you said, faith is something that we do. It really is not just something that you believe, but it's something that you do. So, you have faith that, I don't know, my boss is going to bring in a box of donuts every Friday. I mean, you understand what I'm saying?
I do. And you know what it just brought to mind? That just like I said, worry is a prayer. Mm-hmm. Faith, believing stuff that's not seen, can also be in reverse. So the things that aren't miracles and the catastrophes that show up in your life can be happening because you really having faith in something that's negative.
Something that's negative, yeah.
Not something that's positive. So you
probably always have faith.
One way or the other.
One way or the other, one form or another.
Just like you're always praying. Mm-hmm. One way or the other. Yeah. Right. And you always this is the people you either committed to being happy and positive, or you committed to being negative and miserable as hell. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Those people, like there's a person that I talked to recently, and we got on the phone, and he just was mad for no good damn reason. Yeah. He was just mad for no good reason. I even had to say in the middle of him talking to me, and he called me, hey, dude, I ain't do nothing to you. Why are you mad at me? Like, I don't even know what's going on with you. And I said, you just need to like redirect your brain to happy. Like turn that shit to happy. Like take the dial and turn it all the way over to happy, because you have the capacity to do that. But you have to be committed.
You have to be consistent.
And right, with everything.
You really do. I mean, because I'll be the first one to tell you that it gets really difficult to wake up in a happy place every day. And I don't. And so when I recognize that I'm not there, then I have to say, okay, that's where you want to be. So what do you need to do to get there?
And I think very few people, if they have things that are happening, I don't wake up all the time like, oh, thank you. I don't wake up like that. But sometimes I wake up and I feel like, well, God dang it. And then I say, wait a minute. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You have to readjust.
I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful for this, and that. Yeah. And what am I going to learn today? Yeah. What am I going to give today? Right. What am I going to share today?
And it gets difficult. Man, it gets difficult. Throughout the day, it gets difficult to maintain that, to stay there.
You have to say that stuff to yourself all the time. That's why I tell people, Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn, I've said this before, people always say, well, you got to do that positive thinking stuff all the time. You got to bathe. You got to wash your ass every day. So, yeah, you got to do that every day. You have to do it not just every day, because the world can get crazy. So you have to stay committed.
You do. Or go to sleep.
Yeah, that works sometimes. Sometimes if my day is not as jacked up,
take a nap.
Go take a nap. I did. As a matter of fact, that's what I wanted to do that yesterday, because my day wasn't the best day yesterday, and I started to actually do a Periscope or Facebook live, but I didn't, because I couldn't really find anything good to say. So like nothing. Like, maybe if I had started talking, I would have found something positive that I would have learned from it. But that's why I didn't do Facebook Live, because I said, let me put something up, because I was like, you're going to get on here, you're just going to make people cry.
And you gonna cry.
They gonna say,
Everybody gonna be
"Oh
crying.
Lord, Lola's supposed to be lifting me up. I want to go bury myself up underneath the toilet." So I didn't even do that to y'all yesterday. It was family stuff, and so
That's the worst.
go
right
to.
there.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. We'll talk about family and commitment when I come back. In the side thing over here, the subscribe button, click that. Subscribe to That's Just Lola YouTube page, and then go like,
Share it.
and then share it and comment. Then go like That's Just Lola Facebook page. And we'll be right back with That's Just Lola and commitment or not commitment.